As it should be. Well, Frazine, what's the news today?
Good heavens, how well you look. Why, you are the very picture of health.
Who? I?
Yes, you. Never have I seen you looking so fresh and jolly.
Really?
You were never so young in your life as you are now.
Well, nevertheless, Frazine, I am past 60.
Well, what's that? 60? Well, that's the flower of one's age. Why, you're entering the prime of your life.
Do you think so?
You're built to live 100.
Really?
Certainly. Hold up your head. Yes, there it is. There's a token of long life just between your eyes.
Oh, are you skilled at such things?
Of course. Show me your hand. Mercy, what a long lifeline you have.
Well, what does that mean?
Don't you see what a long way that line goes up?
What does that show?
I said 100 years. Why, you'll live beyond 6 score.
Is it possible?
I tell you, you'll live to bury your children and your children's children.
Oh, so much the better. Now, Frazine, how's our affair going?
Need you ask? Above all, I have an excellent talent for matchmaking. Not that there were any great difficulties in this matter. I told the mother of your wishes about Marianne.
And she said?
She received your proposal with joy. And when I told her you were anxious, Marianne should be here this evening to sign the marriage contract, she readily consented and will entrust the girl to me.
Oh, the fact is, Frazine, that I have to give a supper for Monsieur Anselme tonight. He's going to marry Elise afterwards, but I'm very glad Marianne will at least get to be a part of it.
Just before supper, Marianne will pay her daughter a visit. Then we'll take a turn at the fair and return here for the great occasion.
Very well, they can go in my coach.
That will be excellent.
Now, Frazine, have you spoken to the mother of the young girl about what she can do about a dowry? Have you told her she must strive, even bleed herself at a time like this? No one marries a girl unless she brings something with her.
Something? Why, she'll bring you £1,000 a year.
£1,000 a year?
Yes.
Oh.
First of all, she's been raised on little food and demands no delicacies. That should save £200 a year at least. Second, she cares nothing for clothes, jewelry, or furniture, amounting to no less than £300. Finally, she has a horrible aversion to gambling, which could easily run into £500. Taken all together, isn't that £1,000 a year hard money?
Yes, that's fine. But wait, what good is money that isn't there? Even if she won't spend it.
Now, you'll get enough. They have some property in a country where they formerly lived.
There's one other fact that makes me uneasy, Frazine. Marianne is young, and young people generally covet their own. I'm afraid she'll find distaste in marrying so old, and it'll cause difficulties.
Why, how little you know her. That is one of her peculiarities I forgot to mention. She has a terrible aversion to young folks.
She?
Yes. Nothing excites her more than the sight of a fine old man. I warn you not to make yourself younger than you are. Why? Only 4 months ago, at the very point of marriage, she broke off the engagement when she realized her fiancé was only 56 years of age and didn't use spectacles to sign the marriage contract.
Only because of that, Frazine?
Yes. 56 is not enough for her, and above all, she prefers a nose that wears spectacles.
Oh, that's admirable. You know, if I was her, I wouldn't have preferred those young fellows either.
They must be fools to think youth attractive. Why, are these young fops men at all?
That's what I always say.
And compared with a person like yourself. Now that's what I call a man.
Really? Do you think I'm passable?
Passable? You're ravishing. Turn a little if you please. Now let me see you walk. Now there's a body that's tall, free, and well-built as it ought to be, without the least imperfection.
Well, there is my catarrh that seizes me from time to time.
Why, your catarrh becomes you. Besides, you cough very gracefully.
Oh? Thank you very much, Frazine.
Sir, there's just one more thing. I have a small request to make of you. There's a lawsuit I'm in great danger of losing for want of a little money, if you would be so kind. I assure you, sir, I've never needed help more.
I'm very obliged to you, Frazine. Thank you very much.
I wouldn't ask it, sir, if it weren't completely necessary.
I'll be sure we eat early so you won't get sick.
Please, sir.
I'll see you later. I have some letters I must be writing. Farewell, Frazine, till by and by.
A plague on you. May the devil take you for a covetous cur. The scoundrel resisted all my attacks. But I've still got the other party, for which I'm sure of getting a good reward.
Here, come in here, all of you. I want to give you your orders for the day and distribute your work. Little nearer, Mistress Claude. Good, you are well equipped, I see. To you I assign the rubbing of the furniture and the rinsing of the glassware. Careful not to rub it too hard for fear of wearing it out. If you wear out anything, it comes out of your wages.
There is wisdom in that punishment.
You, Lummerlouche, you, Brindavine, come here. To you I assign the rinsing of the glasses and the pouring of the wine. Remember, serve only when the guests ask for it, not like some impertinent servants who put it in people's head to drink when they're not even thinking of it. And be sure you mix plenty of water with it.
Yes, otherwise it might go to the head.
Shall we take off our aprons, sir?
Yes, when the guests arrive, but be sure not to get your clothes dirty.
Sir, you know very well that I have an oil stain on my dress. And I, sir, I have a tear in the back of my skirt. People...
Never show that side to the guests. Show only your front. And Brindavine, cover up the stain. Oh, you all may go now. You all may go. To you, daughter, I assign to the kitchen to make sure that they're not wasting any food.
Yes, Father.
And you, my fop of a son, I forgive your actions earlier, but I don't want you making any sour faces when your new stepmother arrives.
Well, Father, to tell you the truth, this plan of her become my stepmother is not one I agree with. But as for receiving her handsomely and taking her in affectionately, I promise to obey you completely.
See that you do.
You have no reason to think not.
I hope I don't. Master Jacques, I've saved you for last.
Is it to your coachman or your cook you would like to speak first?
To both.
But to which one of them first?
To the cook.
Then wait a moment, if you please.
What the deuce is all this?
Go right ahead.
Now, I need to give a supper for Monsieur Anselme tonight. What can you do for me?
I will prepare the supper if you give me plenty of money.
Oh, money! Money, 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 money. That's all they ever ask for is money. Money, money, money.
That's the most impertinent answer I ever heard. Why, it's the easiest thing in the world to set a good table with plenty of money. But to be truly clever, one should set a good table with little money.
A good table with little money?
Yes.
Perhaps, Mr. Stewart, you'll oblige us by letting us into such a secret. You can take my place as cook for all of your meddling.
What will we need?
Ask Mr. Stewart there.
Answer me!
How many of you will there be at supper?
Oh, 8 or 10, but only count on 8. When there's food enough for 8, there's enough for 10.
Well, then we'll need 4 large soups and 5 small dishes between, so soups.
What are you trying to ruin me?
Roasts.
Stop this!
Salads.
Do you want them all to burst? Has my master invited people here to murder them by stuffing? Go read a little on the rules of health. Ask a physician if there's anything so harmful as eating to excess. Learn, Master Jacques, that to be truly friendly to those we invite, frugality should remain in the repast, and according to a saying by one of the ancients, we must eat to live and not live to eat.
That was very admirably spoken. Let me hug you for that. What was that saying again? We must eat to live. We must eat to live. No. What was it?
We must eat to live and not live to eat.
Oh, that's right. Write that down. I'll have it printed in gold on the dining room wall.
I'll remember. As for dinner, leave everything to me. I'll order everything.
Very well, I shall have less trouble.
Now, I need to get my horses ready to drive to the fair.
Wait, you must speak to the coachman for that. As you were saying.
I need you to get my horses ready to drive to the fair.
Your horses, sir, they're in no condition to go anywhere. I wouldn't say the poor beasts are thin because there's not enough there to see them. But you keep them on such austere fast that they're nothing but shadows or phantoms of horses.
They do nothing, yet they're still starving?
Because they do nothing, must they eat nothing also? It'd be better for them to work a great deal and eat accordingly. It pains me to see them so scrawny. I love my horses. Why, when I see them suffer, I suffer too. It's not every day that I don't take a little bit of meat out of my own mouth to feed them. It's not right to have no compassion for one's neighbors.
It won't be much for them just to drive to the fair.
No, sir, I haven't the heart to drive them. How can they drag a coach when they can't even drag themselves along?
Sir, I'll arrange for a neighbor Picard to drive the horses.
That's fine.
Very well. I'd rather them died in somebody else's hand anyway.
Master Jacques is becoming most considerate.
Sir Stuart is becoming very indispensable.
Stop this!
Sir, I can't stand flatterers. I see what he's doing, and nothing but curry favor with you. For I hear every day what people say about you, and it is quite different.
Oh, Master Jacques, why don't you tell me what it is people say about me?
Yes, if I were sure it wouldn't anger you.
No, do so. You'll oblige me.
Well, sir, since you wish it, I'll tell you frankly, people everywhere make a joke out of you. They're never more delayed than when they have you at a disadvantage and can tell a new story about you. One story goes that you have special almanacs printed that double the ember weeks and vigils so as to take advantage of fast for your servants. And yet another one goes that you quarrel with your servants on payday so as to delay their salaries. In short, would you have me speak the truth? Well, sir, you're the laughing stock of the town. Everybody mocks at you, and you're never, ever mentioned except as that old miser, usurer, and curmudgeon.
Ah, you rascal!
I told you!
Go! Scoundrel! Impertinent puppy!
Stop! Ow! Oh!
As far as I can see, Master Jacques, your frankness doesn't pay.
Oh! None of your business, Master Upstart. Laugh at your own beating when you get it.
Now, Master Jacques, don't be angry, I beg of you.
He's backing down. I'll pretend not to be afraid of him. If he's fool enough to be afraid of me, I'll give him a little beating. Now look here, Master Wide Grin. I'm in a very nasty humor right now, and if you provoke me, I will turn that grin into something else.
Now, gently.
Gently? That is not the way I feel!
Dear fellow.
You're an impertinent dog!
Master Jacques.
Never mind your Master Jacques. I'm gonna tan your impertinent hide with your own stick.
What? My own stick?
I don't mean that one.
Do you realize, Mr. Numbskull, it is I who can tan your hide?
I don't doubt it.
After all, you're nothing but a scrub of a cook.
I know that, sir.
That's it, you don't even know who I am?
Beg your pardon.
You will tan my hide, you said?
Oh, stop. Please stop. Ow. Ow. Oh.
I have no taste for your joking.
Oh.
Let this teach you your lesson.
A plague on your sincerity. It's a bad habit. Hereafter, I will speak no more truth. After all, my master has some right to beat me. But this Mr. Stewart, I will be revenged on him if I can.
Do you know, Master Jacques, if your master's at home?
Indeed he is. I know it too well. He's in the garden.
Tell him, please, that we are here.
Oh, Frosine, I'm frightened of this meeting.
But why? What are you frightened of?
Alas, need you ask? Can you imagine how I feel facing the rack on which I am to be placed?
I see plainly that to embrace Harpagon is not what one would call a pleasant death. But to look at you, I think it's more this young man you're thinking of.
I won't deny it, Frosine.
But have you learned who he is?
No, but I know that if matters were left to my choice, I should prefer to marry him.
Oh, these young men are agreeable enough, but most of them are as poor as church mice. It would do better for you to take an old man who will make you a good settlement and then shortly die.
Heavens, Frosine, isn't it wicked to wish for someone's death? After all, death isn't always so accommodating.
Never. Oh, but here he is himself.
Frosine, what a face.
Ah, pretty one. Don't be offended that I come to see you with my spectacles on. I know that your beauty needs no spectacles, but after all, it is through spectacles that we see stars, and you are a star, the fairest star of all. Frosine, she doesn't say anything.
She is bashful and afraid of declaring her true thoughts too soon.
Oh, here's my daughter, pretty dearie, to welcome you. Daughter, this is your future stepmother.
I am rather late, madame, in paying you this visit.
You've only done, madame, what I would have done before you.
You see what a great girl she is, but sprouting weeds get in one's way.
Oh, what a terrible old man. Oh, what an animal.
What says my pretty one, Frazine?
That she likes you immensely.
What does she say now? I shall always be obliged to you for these sentiments.
I can't go through with this.
Oh, and here's my fop of a son.
Rosine, it's the very young man I was telling you about.
What? Oh, this is wonderful.
I see you're surprised to find my children so big, but I shall soon get rid of the first one, and then the second.
I must tell you, madame, this plan of my father's is not one I've anticipated.
I can say as much. This is a meeting that surprises me as much as it does you.
You will know then that my father could not have made a better choice, and that I'm very happy to see you. Nevertheless, you understand that this plan clashes with my best interest, and that if it was up to me, this marriage would not take place.
Well, that was a very impertinent compliment.
And for myself, in reply, I can tell you that I have as much aversion to becoming your mother-in-law as you have to become my son. I should not want to vex you, and I give you my word that unless I am forced to it, I shan't consent to the match.
A silly compliment deserves a silly reply.
Oh, I give you my word, sir, that he has by no means offended me. On the contrary, he pleases me by thus explaining his true sentiments.
I want you to know that I'm very sorry, but I forgot to order refreshments this evening.
I had provided for that, Father. And I've ordered some plates of China oranges, sweet meats,
He's trying to ruin me.
and citrons, which I've sent for all on your account.
No, thank you.
What's the matter, Father? Haven't I ordered enough?
Really, it was not at all necessary. No. Thank you, no, thank you.
You may go now, all of you.
Did you ever see, madame, a diamond more startling than that on my father's finger?
Indeed, it glitters very much.
You should see it a little nearer.
It is a very fine one, truly.
Oh, no, it is in hands too suitable. My father's wishes for you to have it as a present.
Hi.
Isn't it true, Father, that you wish the lady to take it for her sake?
What?
He makes signs. I shall force you to accept it.
I could not.
Plague take you.
He doesn't want it back.
It would be.
Oh, you will offend him.
Pray.
By no means. You see, he's losing patience.
Rascal.
What a cause. My father's quarreling with me.
Scoundrel.
He's going to have a fit, madame. Please don't hold off any longer. Just take it.
Goodness gracious. Keep the ring, since the gentleman wants you to.
Well, not to put you in a passion, I shall keep it for the present and find another occasion of returning it.
Well, since we're all here now, I think
Sir, there's a man who wishes to speak with you.
tell him I'm busy and to go away.
But, sir, he says he brings you some money.
Money? I'll return in an instant.
Sir!
Oh! 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 I'm killed!
What's the matter, Father?
I was doing well to hurry, but...
She's been bribed by my debtors to break my neck. Oh. What do you want?
To tell you that both of your horses are without shoes.
Well, then take them to the blacksmith. Oh. I'll go check on the refreshments.
He's gone. We may talk freely.
Madame, my brother has told me of his love for you, and I know the vexation such situations can cause. I want you to know I am most interested in your success.
It is a great consolation to have your friendship, madame, and I hope I shall keep it always.
Well, good heavens, aren't you both the poor unfortunates? Why didn't you tell me all this sooner? I could have kept matters from going this far.
Oh, Frazine, dear Frazine, can you help us?
Heavens, need you ask? I'll try with all my soul. Now let's see, what can we do in this case?
Think hard.
Give us some advice.
Try to unravel what you've done.
What I do usually stays done. As for your mother, she is not at all unreasonable, and perhaps she can be convinced to transfer to the son the gift she designs for the father. But the mischief is that your father is your father.
That's true.
I mean that he'll bear malice if he's refused, and won't be in any frame of mind to consent to your marriage afterward. We should fix it so that the refusal comes from himself. Cleante, you must make him dissatisfied with Mary Ann.
You're right. Mary Ann, you must win your mother to the plan. Make use of all the power which heaven has placed in your eyes and lips. Don't forget to use any of those soft expressions, those tender entreaties, and those moving caresses, which no one can refuse.
I'll do all that I
What's
can.
My son kisses the hand of his intended stepmother, and his intended stepmother doesn't seem to mind? The coach is quite ready. We can go to the fair now.
Since you aren't going, I'll accompany you then, Father.
No, you'll stay here. They can go perfectly well by themselves. Bye. Have a nice time. Well, son, what do you think of your future stepmother?
What do I think of her?
Yes, her beauty, her wit, her air and manner.
So. She's not what I expected. She's rather coquettish, not very beautiful, and her wit is quite common. Please don't think I'm saying this for you to be dissatisfied with her.
But just now you said...
Oh, I said a few fine things to her. They were just to please you.
Oh, that's funny, because I had an idea. I figured that people might find fault in me marrying so young, so I was going to give Mary Ann to you.
To me?
To you.
In marriage?
In marriage.
Well, now, Father, to oblige you, I'll marry her if you wish.
No, I would never force you to.
Out of respect for you, Father, I'll force myself.
Nope. Marriage can never be happy without love. I could see if you had the least inclination towards yourself, I would let you marry her, but since you don't, I'm gonna have to marry her myself.
In that case, Father, I must let you into my secret. The truth is, I love Mary Ann.
Oh? Have you paid her any visits?
Yes, Father.
Quite a few?
Enough for the time I've known her.
Were you well received?
Most certainly.
Did you promise marriage to her?
Yes, Father.
And did she accept?
I don't so believe appearances. I think so.
Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. You listen to me. I'm marrying Mary Ann, and you're going to marry the girl I tell you.
So, Father, this is how you trick me. In that case, I'll tell you that I will not give up Mary Ann.
What? You would dare trespass on my property?
It is you who's trespassing on mine.
I'm your father. You will oblige me.
Love obeys no one.
Be gone out of my sight.
Oh, gentlemen, what are you doing?
I'll let him do as he pleases.
I give you my curse. You rascal of a son, I disinherit you.
Whatever you say.
Be gone out of my sight.
Found you in the nick of time.
What is it?
Everything is going to be all right.
What?
I found what you've been looking for.
What is it?
It's your father's cash box. I've had my eye on it all day.
How'd you find it?
Never mind that. Here, let's go.
Murderers! Murderers! Thieves! Thieves! They've cut my throat. Just heaven, I'm undone. They've stolen my money. Who is it? Who is it? Who's there? Who's there? Where shall I run to? Where shall I not run? Ah! Wait, who is it? Who is it? I got him. It's me! Oh, I'm going crazy. Oh, they've stolen my money. I'm dying. I'm dead. I'm buried. And fruit, scarce as it is, too. Doesn't somebody out there know who took my money? Can't somebody tell me my thief? Hey, 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 hey. You back there, you in the back. You in the back. What are you saying? What are you saying? Do you know where my thief is? He must be out there with you. Hey, hey, you over there. What are you doing? Can you tell me where my thief is? Please help me find my thief. Please, I'm begging you to help me find my thief. Call all the executioners, gibbets, racks. I'll have the whole world hanged. And if I don't get justice, I'll hang myself afterwards.
Now don't be excited. I know my business. This isn't the first time I've had to catch a thief. Why, I wish I had 1,000 crowns for every person I've had hanged.
If you don't find my money, I'll have justice on you.
Well, I shall make the necessary investigations. You say that there was in this casket
10,000 crowns in notes.
10,000 crowns?
10,000 crowns.
The robbery is considerable.
There's no punishment great enough for it.
Whom do you suspect of this robbery?
Whom do I suspect? The whole world. I want to put into custody the city and the suburbs.
Now, you mustn't scare people. Try to get some evidence.
Let his throat be cut immediately, singe his feet, put him in boiling water, and hang him from the ceiling.
Who? The robber?
I was talking about the pig to be for dinner, which I will dress for you in my best manner.
That's not the point. Here's a lady who wishes to speak to you.
Don't be frightened. I shall give you a fair chance.
Is this lady to stay for dinner?
In this case, my dear friend, you must hide nothing from your master.
Madam, I put everything on the table and give you my best.
We're not talking about supper here. Someone's stolen my money.
They've stolen your money.
Yes, and if you don't tell me where it is, I'll have you hanged.
Pray now, don't mistreat him.
This is my chance to get revenge on Valère, since he's come to this house. He's been the favorite, and I can still feel the blows he gave me.
I can see by this fellow's face that he is an honest man, and without being sent to jail, he'll tell us all we want to know.
Madam, I think it is Valère who has done it. I think it is he who has robbed you.
Valère?
Yes.
He who seems so trustworthy?
The very same.
On what grounds do you believe it?
On what grounds?
Yes.
I believe it because I believe it.
But it is necessary to have facts.
Did you see him hovering about where I kept my money?
Yes, indeed. Where was your money?
In the statue.
Exactly. I saw him hovering around the statue. What was your money in?
A cash box.
That's it. He had a cash box in his hand.
And how was this cash box made? I shall soon know if it was mine.
It was a large cash box.
Oh, the one they stole from me was a small one.
Well, sure, if you look at it that way, but I consider it large because of its contents.
That's right, but describe it a little.
What color was it?
Isn't it red?
No, it's gray.
Exactly. Grayish red, exactly how I would have described it.
That's certainly it. There can be no doubt about it. Write out his warrant.
Look, here he is. Do not tell him it is I who has given you this information.